YouTube. How to buy stocks at a discount for beginners. Now, let's say that I want to buy 100 shares of Apple, right? So if I bring my calculator up, you will see that would cost me $19,129. Now, I am in Robinhood. I've got the web site up. And so you could do the same thing in your actual app. So if I want to get Apple at a discount, what I would do is what we call a leap year option contract. So basically, one contract is going to give me access to 100 shares of Apple. So if I go out to, let's say, 1 year from now, let's go to June of 2025, for example. Okay. Now, let's say I want to buy a contract that's in the money. So if I click here, you see it only cost me $2,435 compared to basically $20,000. So right off the top, that gives me about an 85% discount if I know that I only want to hold shares of Apple for, let's say, 6 months out, right? So at that point, if Apple were to go up, let's say to $200, I would cash out at that point because we probably would make about $600 off that move going up. Okay, so if next month if Apple goes up to 200, I will probably make about $600 profit off of that, and I probably would go ahead and close my position out. Okay, now let's say that Apple, for example, Apple takes a little bit of time to get the move into the upside. What you can do is what we call rolling the options up. Okay, so let's say you bought it at an expiration date of June 20th of 2025. What you can do is roll it up to June 18th of 2026, and that'll give you, another 18 months or whatever it is. But of course, it's going to cost you um, a little bit more, but at the same time, you're still controlling more shares of Apple at a cheaper price. Now, let's say you're bearish. You, for some reason, you think Apple is going to go down. So from that perspective, you can do a in the money put. Let's say, for example, you do it at 195 because if Apple were to go to the upside, then you wouldn't lose as much money, right? So I'm gonna take the call out. Okay, so you can see um, that would give me access to controlling 100 shares of Apple to the downside, meaning that I think Apple is gonna go down, right? So this is the concept, all right? So you can see it's much cheaper to do a put on Apple than it is doing a call, right? Because Apple has gone up today, so that means the option change for a put, thinking you think Apple's gonna go down, are gonna be cheaper, right? So this is how you buy, stocks at a discount. You want to do leap year options. People do it all the time. I do it all the time. If I don't want to put the capital that it takes to make that's the same amount of money, basically, right? Or even more in a lot of cases. Now, we talked about this in another video. So one thing you could do after you've bought the leap year contract, then you can go back in and you can sell calls, right? So let's say I want to do a call, sell a call for June 21st, and I say, you know what, Apple is not going to go to 200. So if you select this, for example, basically what you're saying is I don't see Apple going above $200 over the next couple of weeks. And this is after you've bought a call, right? So this has nothing to do with a put. Then you can make an extra $147 until Apple starts to move in the direction that you want it to go, and that's up, right? So if Apple does go down, let's say Apple goes down to about $180 by the expiration date of June 21st, then you would collect this $147, right, at expiration. So there's all sorts of ways you guys can make money out there. I hope I didn't confuse you guys, but this is how essentially how you can buy 100 shares of Apple at a discount. Again, you go here, you can do your leap year option. For example, like we did earlier, we can do uh, June 2025. Again, that gives me the right to own or control 100 shares of Apple at basically an 85 or so percent discount. Okay. So again, after you bought the call, you can see buy call. You bought the call first. Then if you want to sell call options to make that extra premium, you go to sell call. All right, and then you would go to a date like June 14th or June 21st, and then you can sell it going out of the money, right? So you want to sell out of the money, saying that hey, over the next week, 2 to 3 weeks, Apple's not going under $200. And by expiration, if it doesn't get to $200, I collect $147. But if Apple decides it wants to fall, coming to the downside, then I'm going to collect the money too. So again, there's so many different ways. Like I said, you can make money off options. I do it all the time, so I don't have to put forth so much capital. And it's just an easier way to control your capital. All right. Now, I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you find this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe. Appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace.